Well, I have another item of news that may be of interest to you, Rick Newman. John Bolton is departing the White House as national security advisor. The president has just tweeted this. I informed John Bolton last night that his services are no longer needed at the White House. I disagreed strongly with many of his suggestions, as did others in the administration, and therefore I asked John for his resignation, which was given to me this morning. He said he'll be naming a new national security advisor next week.
We had the missile launch yesterday in North Korea. Mr. Bolton has always been very hawkish on standing up to North Korea. You think that might have played a role in this?
From the reporting from the White House has been that they've been apart on a lot of issues. He's a hawk toward Iran, for example, a hawk toward Afghanistan, and Trump seems to be really stuck on something. We don't know what's happening next with Iran, so he
might be meeting with Iran.
He canceled. He said he would welcome it with no conditions, but I'm not sure the Iranians are up for that. They want sanctions lifted before. At any rate, we've had Trump at odds with his own national security advisor on many issues. And I mean, this is probably a fairly routine appointment in Trump land, right? How long did he last? Do we know? Was it about 1 year?
Not even.
A little less than 1 year? That's pretty normal. So this is his third, so he will now be on his, am I getting the count right? He will now be on his fourth national security advisor.
You keep track much closer than
Mike Flynn, H.R.
Katie,
McMaster. Bolton replaced H.R. McMaster, and now it'll be somebody else.
Little over a year, April 9, 2018.
Just really quickly before we let you go, Jeff,
Sure.
Is this geopolitical stuff something you factor in? Is this a risk factor for markets at this point? Not appointment changes,
Sure.
but the implications.
Well, I'll go back to what I just said, and investors continue to get beat over the head with this stuff, whether it's Hong Kong or the like, and all that does, at least for the time being, is it subdues sentiment. For now, if you look in the U.S., I believe that things are still okay, and I think globally what you're going to start to see as we move to the end of the year is financial conditions have eased, interest rates have come down, and usually that affects the economy with about a 12 to 18 month lag. So I think toward the end of the year, probably what you see is some sort of a bottoming in the global manufacturing sector. So this divergence between services and manufacturing probably resolves in a way that is at least okay for the markets. And I think that removes some of the recession fear. And then if interest rates stay low, which I think they probably will, it keeps investors risk seeking. So there's still some bid for stocks as we go through into 2020.